Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going over Olight's August flash sale. Some of the items included, not all of them, but the ones that are at least new or revived anyway is what we're going to go over. There will be links to pick all this stuff up down below in the video description. If anybody's clicked on this video and for whatever reason you're mad, there will also be a link to mental health resources down there for you guys to check out as well. The sale starts for everyone on the 30th, and for folks that are members of the Olight Club, it can start a little bit earlier. So there is that. That's the dates. You see those there on your screen. There are some package deals as well. There's also some free stuff that kicks in if you get to a certain amount. All of those details should be rolling in here on your screen. And additionally, this guy right here is free. So this is the i3E EOS. It's a little keychain light, and it's powered by just turning it like that, and it's free, and you actually get a $10 credit as well if you just go in there and log in at the link in the video description. So there is that. Additionally, we have the Olight A Baldor Pro, which this here has a laser option. So it's a weapon mounted light. It comes with the Glock insert on there, but you can switch it out to a 1913 that it comes with as well. It's a quick detach system just like that. On the bottom here, you can choose from laser light or laser only, and then combination thereof. The interface is pretty intuitive. Press and hold for momentary, click for constant on. And then if you want just a laser, you guys should be able to see that there on your screen. You have that green laser on the bottom, powered by two CR123A batteries, which go in right there on the back. It is O-ring sealed. Not this light, but one very similar to it. Lived on the bottom of this lake for a couple months and did just fine. So seems to do pretty well in the durability category. This right here is the, I don't know how to say these, the Perun Mini. So basically it's a 90-degree light, has that two-way clip on there. So there's a number of ways you could wear it. If you wanted to go hands-free, you could just clip it on your shirt like so. Additionally, it has a output that is designed for spill. You guys will see that here in just a second when we get to the output section. It is rechargeable there on the bottom, and that bottom is also magnetic, so you can place it on something and work hands-free again in that regard if you want to. Additionally, it comes with this headband option, which allows you to mount it through there and then use it again as a headband, and you can change the angle it articulates, so on and so forth. Power button there is up top, and basically you just click it, come on, and if you want to work through the different modes, you just press and hold it. If at any point you double click it, it goes to the brightest. So that is the interface on that sucker. And we have this guy here, which is the S2R Baton 2, and this is a ton of light for the size, as you guys will see here in just a second. It's in white for the first time. There's also a couple other lights that will be released in white for the first time that we've already covered in previous videos. Same thing there, two-way clip on there. Magnetic charging there on the bottom, really good texture on it. It's not going to slip away on you. And the on button there, of course, is on the side. And again, interface is just like what we just showed there. You work through the different modes, and then you can at any point double click, and that will get you into turbo. Again, we'll do a beam comparison here in just a little bit. Then we have the Open Pro here, which has the ability to have a laser, as you guys can see there, by just pressing up and holding on that little button. Press up quickly on it, the light will come on, and then to work through the different modes, you just hold it like so. And that's how the interface on that works. This is USB rechargeable, O-ring sealed as well, made out of aluminum, so that way if you need to use it as a defensive weapon, it is perfectly capable of doing so. You could inflict a lot of damage, and of course it writes as well, as you would expect with a pen. Then we have the Obulb MC. MC standing for multicolor, so this is the first time I think they've had those out there. And basically you just press and hold, and it will go through different modes in different colors, and so on. And it is magnetic rechargeable there on the bottom. It also comes with a piece of steel, and it has a 3M backing on there, so you can stick it on just about anything. Like I have these in my safes that don't have lights, for example, but you can put it in a cabinet, in a closet that doesn't have a light, anything like that. And then when you want, just go in there, click it, and it'll come on. So, but yeah, you guys can see there, it's got a bunch of different color modes that you can work through, and also different brightness modes there. So with that said, let's check out the beam comparison of a couple of these lights so you guys can get an idea of the output. For those of you that are new here, that spot there where the wood fence meets the iron fence is approximately 35 feet away, and those trees there in the background are 40 to 50 depending on the actual tree itself. You're looking at the light from the S2R Baton Pro here, the white one that we just showed you. And we'll just run through the settings here real quick. So that's your low there, of course, and then your medium, and then your high. You can get an idea of the beam pattern. And then if we double click it, we go into turbo. And that, again, for a light of this size is a tremendous amount of output. Obviously, it is a well-balanced beam. The hotspot at this distance is probably, I don't know, 15 feet wide. And of course, it's got plenty of spill. You guys can see I'm basically going 180 degrees perpendicular to the camera, and that's where the edge is. So spill everywhere, lots of good situational awareness there with that light. Before going on, I should mention that my camera is set on manual to as close as possible to what I see out here with my human eye. And here we have the green laser there from the Baldor Pro, and then bump it over there to light and laser. It's probably difficult on camera to actually see the laser because of course it's in the middle of the hotspot, which is obviously quite intense. You should probably be able to see it though in the trees actually a little bit better. I'll tell you though, with my human eye, it is very bright, very easy to distinguish. There's absolutely no washout of the laser with the light. And then if we go over and put it on light only, you guys can get an idea there of that output. It's a little bit more focused, the hotspot of rather than the light that we just saw. But again, you still have plenty of candela and spill, plenty of spill and flood there, even for a weapon light. So like inside a house or something like that, you get plenty of situational awareness all around the room as well as where you are orienting your weapon. Here we have the output from the Perun, who knows how to pronounce it. You guys can see that, like I said earlier, it is a spill or a flood-centric type of light, just designed for lots of situational awareness. We'll work through the different modes. And of course, there is low, medium, high. And then if we double click it, that will give you turbo. And it really is a wall of light. Now, considering the size and weight of this light, that is extremely impressive in my opinion. It's got a lot of output for something this dang small. Right now we have absolutely no lighting on, and then I'm just gonna quickly push up on the button there on the open, and that is low. I'm not sure if it even shows up on camera. I'll bring it in front of the camera just to let you guys know it is on, and then we'll work through the different modes. You guys can see there, that's on high. Again, guys, this is with a pen light. So when you compare it to what you'd see with an iPhone at this distance, it's night and day. You guys can probably see the branches a little bit there of that tree next to me. Let me just move the camera so you guys can see it. And you guys can see anything close up is really, really well lit up. Again, much, much brighter than what you'd get with an iPhone out of a little pen. And then of course, if we wanted to just use the laser, you guys can see that as well. Very visible at this distance. Again, for the new folks here on the channel, across the lake, it's about 110 yards shore to shore. We're about 10 yards off the shore. So to the other shore is about 120 yards. So much, much greater distance than what you were just looking at there with those trees. So here we have the weapon light, and you guys can get an idea of just how bright it is there. That little fishing shack there. If somebody was standing out there, I'd be able to tell what was in their hands with relative ease. See if I can move my camera over there for you guys so you guys can get a better idea of what it looks like with my human eye, because it's hard to tell sometimes on camera, but that is what it looks like, again, with my eyes. If somebody was in there, I'd be able to see them. Inside the building, I probably wouldn't be able to tell what was in their hand, but you definitely can get an idea. And again, that's that building, the little fishing shack's about 130 yards away from where we're at. So that is really good candela for a relatively small weapon light. And here we have the S2R Baton 2, and I will go through the different modes there and then double click to get into turbo. And again, out there, again, I would be able to tell if someone was standing out there easily. I probably wouldn't be able to tell what was in their hand per se. If I can zoom in there, it'll give you, again, a better idea. Maybe you could tell what was in their hand, maybe not. Again, though, with my human eye, you guys are seeing pretty much what I'm seeing when I zoom in. It's always hard to tell there on camera, but that's as close as we can get it. But again, zoomed out, you can see there's plenty of spill over here on our rosemary bush. So it's got a good amount of spill and candela, again, for something this small. With the beam comparison done, that's all I got for you guys. Pretty simple video, just letting you guys know what's out there, prices, when it's available, those sorts of things. Thanks as always for watching. I do appreciate it. I look forward to seeing everybody in the next video.